I'm trying really, really hard to like this shoe, but it's got issues. Hi everyone, Kevin here from Golf Guy Reviews, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the Nike Roshe G golf shoes. Now these are a spikeless golf shoe from Nike, and they are very much on the casual end of the golf shoe spectrum. Now I really wanted to like these shoes, and in a lot of ways I do, but there are some significant points about these shoes that you do need to know before you go and buy them. So let's start this review by taking a look at the overall design and style of the Roshe G. And first of all, it feels wrong calling this a golf shoe. This is very much a golf trainer. And it's actually one of those rare golf trainers where you can definitely wear it on and off the course. I would be more than happy wearing this as a casual trainer, just out and about, to be honest. Doesn't even need to be in the clubhouse after a round of golf. You can definitely drive in these and wear them to and from the course, but then you can easily wear them out socially as well. And to be honest, no one would probably notice the difference between this and a normal Roshe trainer. So in that regard, they're actually really good, and they've done well in regards to the styling. So if you look a little bit closer at the styling of the Roshe, then what you've got is this mesh upper right here in the toe box area, and then you've got a bit of an overlay, which is still a mesh material on this side as well, but you've got a bit of a thin plastic overlay, and that goes right across the front there, goes around the back as well, and goes onto the inside, and that's there to give the trainers a little bit more support, although we're going to come onto the support a bit later because that is definitely an area which needs addressing. So when it comes to the look of the Roshe G, I actually really like the style. I think it's a very good looking trainer, and I'll happily wear it on and off the golf course. There's actually several colour options that you can choose. Now the Roshe G usually retails in the UK for just under £60. You can usually find a few in the sales for around the £50 to £45 mark, but I actually picked these up in the sales for £34. Now that is just so cheap, I couldn't resist, I had to grab them. And even with the flaws that these trainers have got, which we'll highlight a little bit further on in the video, they're still going to be a good shoe for £34. You can't really moan at that price. But if you were paying full whack at £60 of these shoes, then definitely there's some things you will want to be considering. Starting off with the considerations, then definitely one of them is the upper material itself. Now the mesh is very lightweight. These are an incredibly lightweight shoe, which is a benefit, but in regards to the mesh, it is not waterproof whatsoever. A lot of the people out there, if you look at the reviews of these shoes, will tell you that even if the course is dry on a sunny day, but there's a little bit of dew about, or if you're going to go into the rough and the rough is a little bit damp, then your feet are going to get wet wearing these shoes. Now, if you're okay with that, then that's great. But you need to be aware, because the amount of times in the UK it starts out as a dry round and actually turns into quite a rainy day, then you're going to be having issues if you're wearing the Roshe G. The midsole on the Roshe G is a full-length file-on midsole, and as you can see here, it's actually really quite thick in the back heel area. So this is a nice soft-feeling shoe. There are softer foams out there in the Nike range. In fact, in some of their Roshe trainers before, they actually used the Lunarlon foam. Personally, I wish they would have used that instead, because that is a much softer foam. But you know, because it's so thick, actually this is still a very comfortable trainer. When you combine that with the very lightweight mesh upper as well, generally this feels like you're wearing a pair of slippers really. So it's actually a real nice, comfortable feeling shoe. You're not going to have a problem wearing these for 18 holes. You could wear these all day and they're going to feel absolutely fine. Sticking on the theme of comfort as well, if you take a look on the inside here, you can see that actually the heel and the collar area, although they've got padding on them, they're not particularly thick in regards to the padding. Same as the tongue as well. The tongue is actually really thin in regards to the padding used. But again, it doesn't particularly matter because the upper is so lightweight that you get a lot of flexibility in the shoe. Now that's good in regards to comfort, but it's quite an issue when it comes to stability. So as you can see here, when you take a look at this mesh, there's so much give in these shoes that even on that area there, which has got an extra layer which is designed to add to the stability, they just fold right over. So if you're looking for a stable pair of golf shoes because you put a lot of force through your swing, these are not going to be the shoes for you. The mesh is just too lightweight and upper, and they haven't done enough to reinforce the sidewalls there to give you the stability that you need. And also, even if you look at the heel counter, So you've got very skinny looking heel counter there that just goes round the back and round onto that side as well. But I don't even think it's a TPU heel counter. You can definitely kind of move it and bend that as well. So in regards to stability, this certainly isn't the strong point of the Roshe G. Now, if we take a look at the sole of the shoe, and although Nike have done some pretty interesting things, there's still issues in regards to stability, as well as a few issues in regards to the overall grip that the shoe provides as well. So what Nike have done with the bottom here is that they've used all these kind of little mini spikes, and they're not sharp spikes at all, they're just dimples really, but they've used a system called pressure mapped outsole. And what that means is that they've seen how people use the golf shoe when they swing and when they walk, and they've decided that certain areas need additional kind of grip and a raised area. So you can see kind of here on the heel that you've got a bit of a raised bulbous area, and you've got a few elements as well on the toe box as well that kind of give you additional grip and it's kind of raised up as well. Now, although that's been designed to give you additional grip, for me that's created some stability issues with the shoe. Now, as soon as I put these on, I could instantly tell that something wasn't quite right with the way that my foot meets with these shoes. Now, I've rolled my ankle so many times, and sorry, anyone who doesn't know what that means, I've sprained my ankle. Playing football, I was going to say hundreds, that's too much of an exaggeration, but tons of times. To the point where even I've actually sprained my ankle just walking down the street because the ligaments in my ankle are just so shot to pieces, and I should really be doing more to make sure that they're better supported. This shoe doesn't really give me the support I need for the ankles that I have. As soon as I put them on and I started putting weight on the bottom of these shoes, the way that this heel area is raised up, as well as there's these raised areas here on the front of the shoe, meant that my foot just automatically wanted to start going to the inside. And that is not a good thing, because as soon as you start walking on a golf course and the ground gets a bit uneven, I could definitely feel that I was at risk of rolling my ankle in these shoes. Now, I've got to be clear, this is the way that I feel with these shoes. I've seen plenty of people use these out on the golf course, and I actually played in a competition against someone who was using these, and they said they didn't have any problem whatsoever. So, you know, there are definitely people out there and types of feet out there that will suit this shoe absolutely fine and you won't have a problem. For me personally, I would not be wearing these shoes in a competition. I'm not sure I'd be wearing these shoes really playing golf at all out on the golf course. I would definitely stick to using these more on the casual side, so I would use them to and from the driving range, maybe a bit of practice with a bit of chipping and a bit of putting. They're nice and lightweight, they're nice and comfortable, but I'm just not very happy with the amount of support that these shoes give. Now, another area of the grip that I just wanted to look at with these shoes is actually the construction of the material that they've used. So you can see on some of the elements here, it's actually just the Phylon foam that's just been used and added some kind of these textures and these spikes onto it. So, you know, that's not going to last a particularly long time. Now, on these other areas here where you've got the raised parts, then to be honest, this kind of seems like it is a slightly different material. It might be a little bit more abrasive, it might be a little bit more hard wearing, but it still feels quite soft. So I've seen a number of reviews with people saying that after a certain amount of time, the grip is just wearing off the bottom of these shoes and they can no longer really be used as golf shoes because you can't push off and get the traction that you need. For £34, if they last me for the year, then to be honest, I'm going to be happy with that and we'll just take what we can get with these shoes. But if you were paying £60 for these, I'd kind of be wondering if I should be looking elsewhere and maybe paying another £30 to £40 and getting something like the Nike Air Max Gs or the 97 Gs, because again, they are casual looking golf shoes, but they provide much better stability and much better grip. So it really depends what you're looking for in a golf shoe. If you're happy with the lightweight, comfortable feel, if you're not too bothered about the lack of stability and support that these golf shoes are going to provide, then that's fine. You can get yourself a good bargain. But overall, I think they look great, but they've certainly got some issues with them. Let me know in the comments down below, have you got the Roshe Gs and have you experienced the same issues that I've highlighted in this video? Now, I really hope you enjoyed the video, so if you did, hit the thumbs up button and give it a like. And please remember to subscribe to my channel so you can keep up to date on all my latest reviews of golf shoes, clothing and tech right here on Golf Guy Reviews.